Greetings. I am Dr. Shenetha Ramsey, founder of 360 Resource Project. I hope you are doing well today. Today is January the 17th, Monday, January 17th, 2022. As I said before, I hope you are doing well today. I am going to get on here today. I'm on here today because I want to speak with you briefly. I will be on here longer than briefly, but I can talk about this all day, but I'm going to be brief as I can be. As you know, today is the holiday of Dr. Martin Luther King. Yes, we celebrate his holiday annually for those who may not know, but we do celebrate his holiday, national holiday, annually. And I must say, I'm grateful to be here today, despite all the things that's going on in this world today. It's like many people, they reflect on some of the things that may have happened in the past, and they compare it to today. In my personal opinion, it's still things that need to be done. I'm just gonna say it's a lot of things that need to be done, but hopefully it will get better. Hopefully, I know a lot of children, families, they suffering, they need help. Pandemics going on, a lot going on, and I do believe that things will get better. It may seem like it won't, but I believe it will. But back to what I'm saying about the holiday, we celebrate it because it's very, very important, very, very vital, very, very important to remember those who have paved the way for us and those who will pave the way. It's important to keep that in mind. Many people, and not just Dr. King, many people as well, along with him, they've done a lot to help people to be where they are today. And in my personal opinion, it's a lot of things that need to be done. As I said before, hopefully it will get better. And I trust it will. I trust it will, honestly. But it takes more than one person, more than a group. You just gotta take time and do things in the right manner. And it goes back to the word decent and in order. But as I said, it's very important to keep in mind the importance of leaving the legacy. It's important. Leaving the legacy is important because we're not here to stay. We're not here to stay. I'm just gonna say it. We're not here to stay. Nobody's here to stay. And I'm saying this because it's important for many people to see that, to understand that we're here for so long, and it's important to take each day very, very seriously. Take each day not for granted at all because we don't have to be here. The Most High has us all here for a reason today on this holiday celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King. We still here because the Most High has us here, and we should not take that for granted. Nobody should sit back and say that they have nothing to do or they have nothing to live for because we are here for a purpose. We all are here for a reason. We are here for a purpose and for a reason, and we should not take that for granted. And Dr. King had several quotes, several quotes. Many, many, many quotes. I can't remember all of them, but I know they are. He has a great number of them, and I must say every one of them really, 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 very, very important. Very, very important. I know one in particular that I always hear often is that our life begins to end when we become silent about things that matter. That's one quote that I know he quoted. That's his quote. Our lives begin to end when we do not take matters. What I'm trying to say is don't take matters in your own hand, but we cannot let stuff, just be ignore things. What I'm trying to say is don't do things the wrong way. To do things the right way. And many things can be addressed, but in the right manner. I'm just saying in so many words. So much violence going on today. So much thing that should not be going on today. It should not be. And I'm sure that you know that yourself. A lot of things been going on, and it's still going on today. But it takes the right people. It takes the right mindset to do what's right. It takes the right mindset to do what's right. And it all goes back to the Holy Word. I'm just going to say it. It goes back to the Bible. It goes back to the Holy Word, what God's Word says to do. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Love one another. Treat each other with love. They slap you, you gotta slap them back. And guess what? If they cut their eyes at you, don't cut their eyes back at them, because two wrongs don't make a right, and that's true. And I'm not saying it's right to let people mistreat you and do you wrong. I'm not saying it's right, but what I'm saying is this here: we have to love one another. And guess what? If we don't do what's right, how are we gonna teach them to do what's right? So I'm just saying, we have to remember that just because things don't look good, it don't mean it won't get better. Because sometimes it got to look like that for it to get better. I hope it get better. God knows I hope it does. But it takes many people to continue to do what's right. A lot of things not right. I just said it earlier. It's not. It's not. But guess what? We as believers, those who are trying every day, striving every day, don't stop trying. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel, because guess what? One of these days, like that song, change gonna come. Oh, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. To believe and trust that it will. Trust that it will. But in the meantime, we have to remember that we know who we are and our purpose, and trust that things will get better and not take our lives for granted, because many people are not here today for various reasons. For various reasons. And we still here for a reason. We have to leave our mark, leave a legacy. And what I mean by leave a mark and leave a legacy, that's important. What I mean by that is doing something positive, keeping a positive mindset, doing what's right, even when it looks like it's horrible, even though it looks like it's wrong. You do what's right anyway, because guess what? At the end of the day, we're gonna be held accountable for what we have done, or what we are doing, or how we reacted. So we gotta keep that in mind. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's necessary to keep that in mind. That we have to love one another and treat each other right. I'm just giving an example. A person may not want to talk to you, or may not want to be around you, but that's okay. That's okay. It's how you react. Don't take it to heart. Cause guess what? What the word say? We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the principalities and wickedness in high places. We got to remember who we belong to and what we stand for. If you know you stand for right, stand for right. You're gonna stand for right regardless of what's going on around you. And that's very important. But as I said before, we are celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s holiday. This is Monday, January 17, 2022. And as I said before, I am Dr. Shenetha Ramsey, founder of 360 Resource Project, a nonprofit organization. And we focus on family support, primarily helping children, youth, and families, providing social development, and education support services. We provide an extensive type of service, extensive, unique service, significant services. I'm telling you, we help children and families primarily to have a better relationship. We provide outreach as well. We help the children and families. And we do provide individual services, but primarily we're pretty much a non-profit organization, community-based non-profit. I must say, 501c3, and we are in Louisiana. As I said, for we have to treat each other the way we want to be treated. And our theme, our tagline for 360 Resource Project is Enrich Lives. We enrich lives. Enriching lives is what we do. That's what we do. And we opened our doors in 2015. But as I said before, we have to work together. We have to work together. We got to know that if you want things to be better, we have to remember, do what's right. Do things decent in order. Rely on God's word. Trust his word. Trust what he says. Because Jesus is the answer. And if you don't think he's not pleased with what's going on, I don't know what to tell you because I know he's not pleased. There's a lot going on that's wrong. But as I said, for those who are doing right, thank God for you. Continue to do what's right. Continue to do what's right. Because guess what? We have to leave a legacy and have to leave our mark. Because guess what? We have to make sure when we're not here, look, hey, the legacy is still there. The legacy still continues, I should say. We have to continue to keep in mind that it's not about us. It's about the future. We're here today. But guess what? We're not here, as I said before, we're not here to stay. But we have to make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to be doing. And that is changing lives and helping others to be better. And not just for us, but for the whole world as a whole. It's not about us, as I said before, it's not about us. It's a global situation. This pandemic is global. It's affecting everybody. And that's why I said we have to work together and treat each other right, love one another, and not just that. Don't take life for granted. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in today with 360 Resource Project on this holiday celebration, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Today is, again, as I said before, it's Monday, January 17, 2022. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And like I said before, don't take life for granted because life matters. God bless.